What is going on, guys and girls? It's Ghostrobo, and I am getting ready to go to E3. Tomorrow, I fly out to Los Angeles for 8 days of madness, fun, and magic. This is gonna be the best E3 I've ever gone to. It is my favorite time of the year. I've been to 3 in a row. This will be number 4. Feel super blessed and lucky for that opportunity, but this one, I think, it's gonna steal the show. The show is gonna steal its own self and then make it the best show we have seen in a long time. So let me give you guys details on my plans, the coverage I'm gonna be bringing you, some predictions like people have been asking for, and then some of your Q's and A's from Twitter last night, some very good ones that I wanted to address. But for E3, as I awkwardly run into my own door frame, I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be doing podcasts with the guys. Let me turn this music off and let's get comfortable. Podcasts with the guys, vlogs from the show floor, vlogs from my hotel, impressions, direct feed stuff, you know, sort of like camera stuff of games that I play. I've got 20 appointments this year. Last year I had 3 appointments. This time my schedule is packed, and most of those are for multiple games. And we're talking everything from Call of Duty Black Ops 3, Halo 5, whatever Nintendo's announcing, Deus Ex, Ukulele, every good game that is out there, I basically have an appointment for. Mad Max, Batman Arkham Knight, even more of the younger stuff, Disney Infinity 3.0, Skylanders Supercharged, the new Guitar Hero. I'm covering like all the bases as best as I can. There's some secret events I can't talk about yet, but promise you, I will be bringing you the goods on basically anything that you are excited for, and I'm excited for. I'm excited for everything. I really end up liking like all genres, all platforms. I'm a little wary of the VR stuff. I don't know how I feel about donning like VR goggles that someone else has just awkwardly sweat through. Pink eye doesn't sound like a pleasant time to me. I'll keep the pink on my shirt and out of my eyeballs. So I don't know about the Morpheus and the Oculus stuff. I'll try to get a little bit of hands-on time with it. Maybe I'll like put, you know, I don't know, cucumbers around my eyes to protect my skin from direct contact with other germs. Just freaks me out. Like, I don't mind controllers. I don't mind any of that stuff. Headset's even kind of fine, but like the eye thing gives me a little bit of, well, a lot of apprehension. But it's gonna be an amazing show. I also have some free time to check out whatever might be a surprise there or what might come out of nowhere. I do have appointments for unannounced stuff. You know, I'm playing The Division, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It's gonna be just phenomenal. I also wanted to give you guys 5 predictions that I thought up real quick. They're kind of just my personal things. I could give you a million, and maybe I'll make another video for the weekend. But for right now, 5 predictions. Number 1, Fallout 4 announced, revealed gameplay on Sunday night with Bethesda, and that's coming out this year. I believe in October. I think it for sure is a 2015 game. Get your Game of the Year award nominations ready for that one. Number 2, Nintendo reveals Diddy Kong Racing for the Wii U, which incorporates a bunch of side characters from other games. So you're talking Waluigi and guys like that. It allows them to bring in some of these lesser known characters into amiibo form and into a game, replacing sort of the cutesy critters from Diddy Kong Racing on N64, and now giving you a brand new game to fill the gaps between Mario Karts and between consoles. I think that could be a lot of fun, especially if they incorporate some of the more fun challenge and unique modes from the N64 original. And that is 2. Number 3, Microsoft unveils a brand new exclusive that launches this year to meld their lineup of Tomb Raider, Halo 5, Forza 6, and form a gargantuan exclusive extravaganza. I really think they're going to announce something big that comes out this year. They mentioned that Scalebound, Quantum Break, and Crackdown are not going to be at E3 at all. Those games are being saved for Gamescom, which tells me they have something massive to announce for this year, especially since Phil Spencer said their focus will be on 2015 games. I don't think you can fill an entire conference with Halo and Tomb Raider and Forza, and then, you know, the inevitable Gears remastered that hasn't been announced yet. But I bet we get one more big one. That is 3. Number 4, The Last Guardian gets revealed by Sony. Mark Cerny and the team that worked on Knack have been finishing that one up, and I think that gets a 2015 release as well. So we're looking at an insane lineup for this fall between Fallout 4, new Tomb Raider, new Call of Duty, new Halo, Last Guardian. My 5th prediction, though, is what really takes the cake, and that is that Sony unveils Project Horizon, the new RPG from Guerrilla Games, and that is the game of the show. I really think that this game, I have chills just thinking about it, oh my god. It's like ancient times, like Crossbow, sort of like hunter-gatherer type-ish, merged with like mechanical robotic dinosaurs in a huge open world. Guerrilla has been really confirmed to be at E3. There's now a rumor that just came out this morning, I still have chills, that they're going to be showing their new game at the Sony conference, and it's an RPG, we know that. It was reported to be maybe ready to be shown last E3 in 2014, so definitely this thing could be far along. I would be stoked if that got released this year. I think it's probably a 2016 game. Sadly, I wish it was 2015, but maybe they'll swap. Maybe Last Guardian is 2016, Project Horizon 2015. I think Horizon will be a bigger deal, a bigger seller, a bigger IP, a bigger exclusive for Sony than The Last Guardian. Even though that has a ton of hype and a lot of history behind it, it's kind of a niche title. I don't think it really appeals to a ton, but those are my 5. Obviously, I have more. You can follow me on Twitter all throughout the show. I'll be tweeting a bunch. YouTube will have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be on a live stream at Machinima with Chilled Chaos and a couple other big YouTubers on Sunday before the Bethesda conference, so I'll give you guys info for that as it approaches. I'll be covering all the press conferences Monday, at the show Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with video and podcast goodies for you guys throughout the week. So make youtube.com/Ghostrobo your hub. I'll have all the in-depth analysis, opinions, and fair, opinions on all the stuff there. Like, I'm hoping that stuff is fantastic. I think it will be. But if something's not, I'm going to tell you how it is as well. It should be a super fun week, though, and I just sense the positivity meter, like, really approaching its extreme maximum. Now, let's get through a couple Q&As from you guys. You guys provide the Qs. I'll provide the As. If I could open my phone here, we can see that the first one comes from Draven1721, and he wants to know, Ghost, would you ever consider voice acting in a game? Now, I never thought this would be a possibility. If you've known me for a while, you know that my biggest fear coming into YouTube was that my voice sucked and no one would like it. Big surprise to me, a lot of people really like it. They love the goofy voices I do. I get embarrassed about them, but it's a lot of fun. I think voice acting would be phenomenally awesome, and I would love to do it in the near future. It would be really, really cool. Whether it's a YouTube thing, a TV thing, a game thing, like that would be epic. Draven, like, I'm all on board for that, and I really hope I can get that set up in the near future. The next question comes from Liam Smith, longtime Twitter follower. What is your favorite book and or literary character? You can also include films based on books. This is really tough for me. I never had like a go-to, like, oh, super into Harry Potter, super into Hunger Games, super into like Ash Ketchum or something. He doesn't come from a book, gosh. I had Pokemon books though, if that counts. I don't know. I think in general, I got more into like the worlds of these stories and wanted to be a part of them than the characters themselves. Favorite literary character, I have favorite books, that would be a long discussion, but in terms of characters, I don't know that any one really stands out to me. It's more like the epic worlds, and anything that captured my mind in that sense, like, was really enjoyable, and then I liked the characters. So at the time when I was, whatever, 10 years old and first read Harry Potter, like, that world and ideology of this wizard-based realm was really awesome, and so I got into that. But then once I was done, like, it wasn't like, oh my god, I wish I had a lightning scar and could run into the platform wall or whatever. So I don't really have a specific. I just really like the world, just like I do with video games. Next question comes from JohnnyBoy556. Ghost, why are you so happy all the time? I find it fascinating that you seem to be happy almost all the time. Well, fun fact, I'm not. Second fun fact, it's something I do try to strive for, though, for sure. I think that your thoughts very much create your world. I think positivity is an undervalued focus for a lot of people and a lot of society. We kind of, if you look around, everything's about negative, right? The news is just so sensationalized, so negative. What went wrong? What's not going well? What did this person do bad? How should they be punished? Are they sick? Are they, less than? Blah, blah, blah. What's the stressors? What's the chaos? And there isn't really a whole lot of like, hey, like, there's some good stuff going on, good people as well. So I try to just keep my mind centered around those positive things. And one positive thought can really carry you far. So when you wake up in the morning, something that seems really goofy, but is a great practice to have is like, think of 3 things you're grateful for. And if you're having a really crappy day and you feel like your life sucks, then maybe you're just grateful for the fact that you're alive, the sun is up, and you have a brother that you can interact with even if he's a jerk sometimes. Or maybe you have some really important things like, I'm really grateful for this opportunity to go to this nice school for high school and learn and improve myself. I'm really grateful that I have a video game console. I'm really grateful that my mom provides food for me every day. And I think if you place your emphasis on those good things, slowly but surely your life will start to reflect that, even if things around you aren't going so well. The other thing that to me contributes a lot to happiness is doing kind things for others. Practicing being kind and loving and caring to other people really just boosts you. It doesn't sound like it does. It feels like that's for everybody else, but it's really for you just as much. And I find the more that I can get in tune with other people and really kind of be there for them or make them happy, the happier it makes me. Kind of that reciprocal effect of what you put out comes back to you, the kind of that karma thing. That's it. The other thing is just like have fun. Nothing's that significant. If something goes wrong, if something screws screws up, you know, if you break up with somebody or something bad happens or you scrape your knee or you lose the job or this or that, like, really in the grand scheme of things, the world will go on. You have a lot more years to live, a lot more opportunities, and being down about something is okay. Don't feel bad about it. But being down about something or angry or holding a grudge for too long gets you nowhere. It just harms you. Like I said, the world keeps spinning and it doesn't really care if you're angry or upset. So why not flip it, be positive, move forward, and be happy? That's my best little snippet of advice there. Bridger Y asks, Ghost, repeat question asker, since you saw Taylor Swift in concert, what is your favorite song by her? Man, I actually like her entire album. I gotta show you something. Give me a second here. I'll be right back. Alright, so there is a story behind this before you judge. It was freezing cold when I got out of the Taylor Swift concert in Detroit. It was pouring rain. I was in shorts and t-shirt. I was pretty soaking wet because it was raining when I walked in. And the Lions shop in Ford Field was closed. I was going to get a Lions shirt and or towel, but it was really cold. So I walked out of there with this glorious Taylor Swift 1989 album cover blanket, and now it's like my favorite thing to cuddle up with. It's really soft, it's high quality, overpriced, but high quality, and that I can vibe with. And it's a little bit awkward that her face doesn't like complete, but we have the exact same birthday, December 13th, 1989, so maybe it's perfect that I can just wear this as a mask and we can fuse half Ghostrobo, half Taylor Swift, power combo of the century. My favorite song, I don't know, I like most of her album. I think to get really like sappy and sentimental and girly here, I think Wildest Dreams is probably my favorite on the album, so there you go. Jovial Taco says, what kind of car do you drive and have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? I drive a 2013 Kia Sorento. It's black on black, 2 sunroofs, and I love it. It's a, you know, crossover type vehicle. I'm 6'2", 6'3". Cars and my legs don't really get along that well, so I prefer having something where I'm a little more upright. It's been a fantastic car. I love it. I have like 60,000 miles or something on it, putting like 25K a year because I drive a lot, and I've taken that car to Florida a couple times, and I've driven it back across the country from California to Indiana. So at some point I'll probably get something new, but I'm loving it right now. I've never got a speeding ticket, never got any ticket, never gotten a crash, 9 years of driving almost, and I am golden. I got pulled over by a cop once for making 4 consecutive right turns, which is basically like a loop, and he's like, what are you doing? That's usually suspicious, and it was because I had a California license plate, and it was past the day when I should have switched it to Indiana, and he noticed that, but he was just like, dude, go get it taken care of, and I was like, I love you. So I've never had any infractions or altercations of any kind in a car. Fingers crossed it stays that way. I'm going strong. It's helped my insurance a heck of a lot by not having anything. Now crossing the threshold over 25, can rent cars without problems, and it's beautiful. The last question of the day comes from Jay Lipicosta, who says, Ghost, what are your E3 predictions? And I gave you 5 already, but I'll give you 2 more just to round things out here. I think that Ubisoft is going to have a game announced that releases this year to go alongside Assassin's Creed Syndicate, especially since there is no rogue-like thing for this year, right? Not a rogue-like, but a game like Assassin's Creed Rogue from last year to release. They've abandoned last-gen consoles, and what I feel is a nice progressive move. And so I think you'll see something launch alongside or in that frame. They've got Rainbow Six and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but Ubisoft is a powerhouse of a company. So whether it's a new Splinter Cell, I've heard rumors of a new Prince of Persia, a new IP, even an annualization of Far Cry of some kind, I think we get another Ubisoft game this year. And then my last final prediction is that you get a big blowout for Mass Effect 4, or whatever that game ends up being called. I'll be really surprised to see if they form an allegiance. Remember that BioWare and Microsoft worked on Mass Effect 1 to have that be exclusive to Xbox 360 for a while, and I would not be surprised to see that partnership rekindled. So I'm predicting Mass Effect 4 appears at the Microsoft conference. Maybe that comes out this year and that's their exclusive game. I predicted earlier in my predictions, I don't know, but I think that you're going to get a new Shepard-based game, or maybe a new character-based game from the Mass Effect universe, and I bet it comes soon. Whether it's this fall or early 2016, man, we are looking at a stellar next 9 months of gaming. From June to March, it's going to be bananas. Metal Gear, Uncharted, Halo, Call of Duty, Tomb Raider, Assassins, Fallout, Mirror's Edge 2, new Plants vs. Zombies. It's going to be great. By the way, the new PvZ, you're going to love it. I've seen it, I've played it, it's great. and you'll find out more on Monday, and you'll find out more from me all throughout the week. So make sure to stay here. Let me know if there's anything specific you want me to cover down in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you have a great, fun week next week. Tune in to all the epic coverage. I'll be there. I'll bring you as much as I can, and we will have a great E3 together. Thanks so much, guys and girls. Without you, I wouldn't be going. I wouldn't have 20 appointments. I wouldn't be, able to do any of the stuff that I get to do with what I love in terms of the video game industry and this awesome experience to explore and expand and grow myself. So thank you. Mwah. I love you. Until next time, everybody. Drink so much. Have a fantastic day. Thanks again. And we'll see you all later.